Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here. Well, a little bit cooler today. It's only in the 70s today. Rain most of the day today. So that really kept the temperature down. We're supposed to have almost another week in the 80s. And next Sunday, I think it is, or no, next Monday. So it is another week in the 80s. And the next Monday, we're supposed to go back into the 90s. Just low 90s, though, not the high 90s. So I guess this is quite unusual to have this extended period in the 70s and 80s in the middle of July. Hello, Jennifer Ocean Homestead. Hello, Elaine. Hello, Austin. Hello, Travels and Garden with DJ. Hello, Nikki, Wine Cellar Infused. You Domino, wanting to say hi to everyone. Look at the camera, sweetie. Yeah, I think she knew there was time for me to go live. But when I started getting the milk crate set up that I set my laptop on, she came right over here as soon as I started doing that. And I think she actually enjoyed being on the live. Hello, Joanne. Hello, S.O. Penny. Hello, the Sassy 777. Well, that's good. Good to get a break from the extreme temperature once in a while. Hello, Charlene. Hello, Des. You know, Des, I didn't realize that we were so close together with the 2-year mark. Des is celebrating her 2-year anniversary on YouTube. Is it today, Des? And then I forgot when the time came to mention it, but my first video came out 2 years ago on July 15th. Hello, Haig. Making sure I didn't miss anyone here. Hello, Joe. Okay, I was thinking that it was today, Des. Yep, very close, Des. I can't remember when I got to know you, but it had to be shortly after you started your channel. Thank you, Elaine. Hello, Jonesy. Island Life in Tasmania is Radio Jonesy, if anyone doesn't know. Oh, yes. I know, Domino. I'm gonna check and see what Nightbot's saying the temperature is here. Yep, a lot of the channels I can't remember exactly how I met them or exactly when it was. but I know a lot of the channels that I follow were right around the same time. I remember the original ones. Bobblehead Homestead. Well, it's Drew's Lens now. He was Duck Creek Cabins at that time. Dogman. And they were the first ones. I was watching them before I even started my channel. 79 degrees right now. And kitties, Elaine said hello to all the pretty kitties. Joanne said sweet kitty cats. And most of them are sleeping right now. And thank you for posting the Nightbot drop command, Joe. I appreciate that. No, actually, I don't watch the Crockers, does. Yep. Tiny Farm Nuggets was another one of the ones I was watching before I started my channel. And Mama V. Yes, Elaine, they are very lovable. Oh, that's kind of cool for you too, Des. And we would have been in the 80s today if it didn't rain all day. It wasn't steady rain morning to night, but it rained a good part of the day. Quit for a while, then started again. We're supposed to have showers and thunderstorms for the next week or so. It's in the forecast. I think anywhere from. Thanks for spilling my coffee, Domino. I appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't have it sitting quite flat. I didn't realize it was up on the ledge of the tote that I have it sitting on. And when she jumped down, some of it splattered out. She didn't dump it all. But I think it ranges anywhere from like a 40 to 70% chance of rain every day. Yeah, Jeff is actually the very first channel that I started watching. Other than when I was looking something up, when I was working on my car, or doing something I needed to look up a video on how to do it. Well, the first one I actually started watching was Jeff. I know I've told this story a few times before, if anyone hasn't heard it. I was searching something about chickens. So I did a search for it. And one of Jeff's videos popped up. So I watched it, and yeah, I kind of like this guy. I'm going to subscribe to him. And I didn't start watching all his videos right then. But occasionally I'd see a notification where he put out a video. I watched it, and just the more I watched it, the more I liked his channel. So then eventually I started watching his channel regularly, and then I got introduced to all these other channels when they visited him or he visited them or whatever. Then I started subscribing to those channels, and it built from there. Yeah, but you really wish it would warm up there, Jonesy. Because Jonesy's right in the middle of winter right now. Yeah, he's backwards. He has his winter when we have our summer. He has his summer when we have our winter. He drives on the wrong side of the road. He's just backwards altogether. Um, I actually started watching Devil Dog and Belt Loop about the same time. I I think actually it was Belt Loop first because he was on MT Homestead live one day, and I think that's how I got to know him. And then immediately after that, got to know Devil Dog, and then Expeditionary Johnny. I believe I got to know him from L Chase, and I can't remember. It probably was from either Devil Dog or Belt Loop that I got to know Al. Yeah, that's right, Jones. You're in the future too. Let me see. It's gotta be Monday morning about 10 o'clock Monday morning, 9:45 Monday morning. Am I right on that, Jonesy? Um, traveling with traveling and gardening with DJ. Would like people to watch his playlist. Yeah, same here, Joanne. I haven't gotten anything from Jonesy yet. And Natasha Lynn said she was sending me a package, and I haven't got that from her. And that's in the United States. She's in New York. And that was week ago. And I've got informed delivery for both my P.O. box and for my home address. And nothing's showing. The packages will show as soon as they get scanned into the system. And I'm not showing any packages on the way from anywhere other than stuff that I have ordered. If Jonesy needs 2 more to crack 100 on his Island Life in Tasmania channel. Okay, I was close, Jonesy. I was only off an hour. I'm sorry to hear that, S.L. Penny. Yeah, there's so many people dealing with health issues. Seems like everyone I know is dealing with something. Yeah, I've never had anything sent to me from Tasmania before, so I don't know how long it normally takes. I would assume it's about the same time as stuff that you've sent to other people in the United States. But I know I've had stuff from China come in less than 3 weeks. Traveling Garden with DJ needs 60 to make 100. Superman's still dealing with the ear infection. But since I took him back to the vet last week and he got on another antibiotic, he's slowly making progress. He's getting a little better on his feet. If he jumps down off my bed, he was falling every time. Now he can use, not every single time, usually he jumps down and he doesn't fall over when he hits. And it's a lot easier for him to climb up in my lap in the chair now. So he is making progress. He's still got the head tilt, but the vet told me that might not ever go away. She said that's permanent in some cats. But she said as far as his balance issues and falling and stuff, she said that will go back to normal eventually. And he's got another appointment for a checkup on the 30th. His medicine will be gone by then. So then she'll see how he's doing and see if he needs more antibiotic or if he's doing good at that point or whatever. Okay, Jonesy. It seems like 3 weeks that it should be here. But as Elaine said, mail's messed up as weather these days. Okay, Jonesy. I'll email you my home address. I've been having anything I order come into my P.O. box because the mail carrier doesn't like to leave packages. The, the two packets, and they both were supposed to come on a Saturday. Never left them. They both fit in my mailbox. She scanned it out for delivery and then scanned it again that I requested it be held at the post office and was available for pickup. And then took it with her on the route. And then didn't deliver it. And then delivered it on Monday. I got a package yesterday. It was some security cameras. And Amazon wouldn't deliver them to my P.O. box. So I had to put my home address down. She delivered them yesterday. So I don't know what was up with those other two. And they both were on a Saturday. And the one time I was in Waldron that morning anyways. Stopped at the post office, asked about it. He checked. And this was an hour after she scanned them, they're available for pickup at the post office. And he said they weren't there. She took them with her on the route, but then never delivered it. But did deliver it on the following Monday. Yeah, if you sent it at the same time as Leonard Mountain Homestead, it should have came. Yeah, I'm just going to back up a little bit here. Make sure I'm not missing anyone. Hello, Mike. Good to see you could actually catch live today. I know you always watch the replay. Hello, Stoa. Oh, thank you. I try to be positive. Hello, Lori. Yeah, I see how you can get behind Joanne, because for a while there was a lot of messages coming in quick. Hello, Arlene. Hello, Brett. Yeah, Brett, I'm going to be stopping over hopefully tomorrow. Last 2 or 3 days I was gonna, because I need to get a couple things out of the camper that I really need. I haven't been able to send the key rings out from the giveaway on Wednesday night because I remembered my cards that I always write a message on and put in with what I send out are still over there in one of the cabinets. Got to get them, and now I forgot what it was. Oh, my crock pot. I need to grab that. And then I'll grab two other things while I'm there. But those are two things I really need to get right away. Radio Jonesy on tour. And a member for 8 months. Thank you, Jonesy. That's very much appreciated. Yeah, I've got memberships anywhere from 99 cents a month up to $9.99 a month. And they really help out. I haven't been getting the members only videos out, and well, heck, haven't been getting videos out at all. But I'm supposed to be getting some members only videos out and a few other benefits for some of the upper levels. Okay, Brett. Yeah, I'll get my stuff out of there and get that cleaned up as soon as I can. I planned on having that all done by now. Well, we were talking about Superman earlier. Here he is. Doing a little bit better every day. Thank you, Jonesy. I appreciate that. Get that really helps. Every little bit helps. Tomorrow I'm getting my deposit from what I made on YouTube last month. That's just over $100. I think like $109. So that sure helps. Superman, please don't dig on me. That hurts. Okay? Okay, Brett. I've just been so tired lately. In fact, today, I laid down at 4 o'clock, took an hour nap before my live. I only slept for about 45 minutes, but it's an everyday thing. Yesterday, laid down for a nap, I slept about 3 or 4 hours. So I don't know. I haven't been this tired up until just the past couple weeks. Seems like it's really been bad. Yep, Superman fluffed me. Yeah, I wish I knew Tony and Cutie were over there yesterday. And I would have tried a little harder to get over there. Actually, Elaine, that is one major change that I've made. I was drinking a lot of iced tea, and the water's better here. So I've been drinking a lot more water now. Which that should be a good thing. I haven't even made any iced tea since I've been here. And that's been just over a month now. I don't know what those chicks are up to. They're all up in the corner standing on each other. I don't know if you hear them, that's why they're making all that noise. Oh, there's something else. Well, I'm tired on top of being lazy, Brett. Yeah, I think I'm probably missing something in my diet. I should call the doctor and see if she can put an order in for a blood test. Because I'm actually 3 years overdue, or 2 years overdue. Last one I had was 3 years ago. I'm 2 years overdue for my annual blood test. I even mentioned it to my doctor, but she didn't seem to think it was necessary. But ever since I had the gastric bypass surgery, I'm supposed to have a yearly blood test to see if any vitamins or minerals or anything that I'm supposed to have levels aren't right. Yeah, I've been trying to get up earlier in the morning. Not that it matters so much this week, but so I could get stuff done outside before it got hot. But I'm not able to get up as early as I want in the morning. And then if I take a nap in the afternoon, then that messes up bedtime. I think Superman fell asleep. Yeah, he likes just laying in my arms like this. This is his usual spot. He actually was sleeping when I sat down here. As soon as he woke up, he went over, got something to eat and drink, and then came right over and climbed up in my lap. Oh yeah, I know what you mean there, Elaine. Hello, Wanda. Yesterday, I went out, headed up toward the chicken run, and I see one of my barred rocks was out. And I wasn't far. I was like 20 feet from the house when I saw her. So I came back and got my net, which I've been forgetting for the past month, to take up there with me. And when I came back to get it, that barred rock saw me, started coming down this way. Well, she met me not too far up there. I reached down, pet her, and then she followed me right up to the run, right to the gate. I opened the gate to go in. She walked right in. The old Barred Rocks is so friendly. Both them and the Easter eggers. My older hens, they're not so friendly anymore. But my younger ones, especially the Barred Rocks and Easter eggers, they're all over me. When I'm trying to scoop their food out, they fly up on the edge of the feed barrel and they just let me pet them, stay right there, let me pet them, or they'll fly up on my shoulder. Hello, Emily. My Sunday's going okay. Sun's out now, but it rained a good part of the day here. The Barred Rocks are the black and white striped ones. That's why they're called Barred Rock, because that pattern on them is called barred. And they're actually Plymouth rocks. And barred is a variety of Plymouth rock, but everyone just calls them barred rocks. Oh, that's nice, Emily. Yes, same there as it is here, Brett. I checked earlier, it's 79 here. Yeah, I'll be doing a video on the different breeds of chickens at some point. Just the way things have been going lately, it's been hard for me to do any filming. Just getting them fed and watered, getting their waters cleaned out every couple days and stuff. It takes me about an hour to do what I need to do with the chickens. That's if I scrub their waters out and everything. It's about an hour. And then for a day or two, I'll just refill the water, rinse them out a little bit. Then I can get away with closer to 40, 45 minutes. See, everyone's checking their weather now. It's hard to believe, Wanda. It's only 10 degrees warmer here than it is up there. Yeah, it was nice to have Mike stop by that day. Um, well, as far as the distance having to walk up there, on a good day, I go up with my rollator, and that's days that I clean out the waterers because I can sit on my rollator while I'm doing it. That's why I got to get a chair up there. And on a bad day, I drive the car up. That's why I need to get something I can get around on the property with, so I don't have to drive the car up there. Oh, there's a lot to learn, Wanda, that's for sure. That's why the first two videos I put out was just me sitting there talking with nothing else on them, because I couldn't figure out how to edit a video. I actually did have some stuff filmed, but couldn't figure out how to make a video out of that. Um, the only problem with an electric bike, Joe, is if I would like to have one, because then I could go out riding and my car broke down. I could always make it into town. I'm close enough that I could do that on an e-bike. But as far as on my property here, an e-bike wouldn't work out too well. Um, I think a lawn tractor that didn't have the mower deck on it, like I had when I was in New York. Well, I didn't have, but I had to use. Only that one was damaged beyond repair, which I didn't realize. And the guy owned it. He didn't realize it either. But something like that, I think, would work. And I wasn't sure about a golf cart. I know a couple people had mentioned that. And I actually found out golf carts are actually pretty good on rough ground. I thought it had to be fairly smooth, but I was told no, they would go over the stones and stuff here. So that would be an option. But I haven't seen any cheap golf carts around at all. an ATV would be a possibility. Yes, I would need a very good e-bike because I know the lower end e-bikes. I'm well over the weight capacity for them. Because I was actually looking into e-bikes a couple years ago, and because I had someone tell me, "Oh, I got this one for $600," and I looked into ones around $600, and weight capacity on them was 225, maybe 250. Well, when I went to the doctor in April, I was 303 pounds. I think I'm down a little bit now, but still, I want one that's going to be able to actually handle my weight. That one that Dogman did the review on the other day, that's a nice one, but that's too big for me. That sits so high up in the air and stuff. That would be a little too high for me. Okay, Emily. I actually would be a little nervous about an e-trike because I had a regular pedal tricycle a few years back. It had a big compartment in the back. I thought it really worked out good for me, but I wasn't able to control it. It kept pulling to the right real bad. I thought there was something wrong with it, and I watched some videos on it and did some research on it, and found that, well, one thing, once you ride a bicycle, going back to a tricycle is very difficult. And the other thing is the roads are always highest in the middle and lower on the outside to allow the water to run off. And that messes with a tricycle. That's why it'll pull to the right. And I actually ended up going over an embankment with my tricycle, going down a hill, and it was pulling so bad. And even with trying to brake, I still couldn't get it completely stopped going down the hill. And I went off the road and down embankment. But there was about between a foot and foot and a half of snow, so I didn't get hurt. It was just pain to get back up the hill through the snow. So that's why I would be nervous about an e-trike. Oh yeah, Emily, I don't plan on getting a $600 one. Yeah, this guy, he was tall, but he was skinny, and I'm sure he weighed less than 200 pounds. It worked out good for him, but I know it wouldn't have worked out for me. Yeah, some of them are going pretty good speed on those e-bikes. But when Mike from DD5 went in the ditch and got hurt in the e-bike, I guess he was moving right along when he went into that ditch. And I know on Dogman's review video there, he was going 24 miles an hour, which on the road, that wasn't so bad, but I definitely would not want to go any faster than that. I probably wouldn't even go over 15, 20 miles an hour. Hello, Tony. Yes, Wanda. Yeah, something with four wheels would be best. And also something that I can carry stuff on. Well, I appreciate you listening while you're working outside, Jennifer Ocean Homestead. Hello, Haig. Yes, Joe, actually, that would be perfect. But I know that would be very expensive. No, I don't need speedy lane. Yeah, what I need is something that will go over stoned, rough ground and stuff that I can haul stuff with. Because there's some stones that I want to want to move. And what I'm doing for my feed right now is I'm backing the car up to the gate of the chicken run and then using a hand truck to get the feed up by the coop where I feed the chickens. Yeah, last time I looked on Craigslist for golf carts, I didn't see too many on there. The ones I saw were pretty pricey. But I imagine if you see a good deal on there, it's going to go quick. So I'm not checking all the time. I probably missed the good deals. Yeah, they use side-by-sides around here all the time. I haven't seen them on this road, but when I was living at Brett and Deborah's, they were going back and forth all the time. Because there was just farm after farm on that road, and some of them are spread out. The same person owned several properties, and they're going back and forth between their pastures and barns and stuff. Yes, Mike, that is something I'm looking into. That's one reason that I wanted this guest house here. Because I am hoping I can find someone. Because I've had the fencing up for my dogs now for almost 2 weeks, but I still don't have it all trimmed along the bottom and the fence tightened up and stuff. Yes, that's right, Joe. A lawn tractor like I was using back in New York, that would be perfect. That had a trailer hooked to it. But still, I see you got Little Rock, Arkansas question mark. Are you talking about the area to look on Craigslist? Because if that's what you're talking about, Little Rock or Fort Smith are the two areas that are the closest. Hello, DJ. Yeah, I knew who you were last time you came in. But since you had your name listed as Don, that's why I called you Don, because I didn't know if you're going by Don now instead of DJ. Well, good to see you. Don Burdick goes by DJ. He helped me out a few times when I was in New York. He put the motor on my bike for me. He took me to get propane. He picked me up at work, took me home a few times. I hope everything's going good for you, DJ, because I've been seeing on Facebook that you've been having some difficulties. Well, there hasn't been any mowing done here in a few weeks, Elaine. But I will have to get that done because what was mowed is starting to get up there again. And then part of it didn't get mowed. I would like to see if I could mow that myself. Because I'm thinking that I might be able to push a lawnmower since I can push a shopping cart in the store. I think I might be able to push a lawnmower. Hello, Chef. Yeah, I was just thinking about you. Dare to go, Chef. I need to put an order in for George among your rubs. I'm just not sure if I want to get the SPG or if I want to go crazy and get the jalapeno. I can take a little bit of spice. I don't like stuff that's real spicy. I've got 1.63 acres, Joe. And 90% of that. Okay, Superman? I kind of had my hand in the way when he jumped up that time. What is it? Oh, yeah. 95% of the land is land that I can eventually use. There's a seasonal creek that runs down through one side of the property, and it's quite a drop off. I can go out to the road, and I probably can make a way to get down in there. But there hasn't been water in that since I've been here. Even when we had the 5 inches of rain a couple weeks ago, that day there still wasn't any water in it. And the next day there was just a little trickle came through it. That lasted a couple days, and then that was it. Today it's bone dry. I was hoping that there'd be a little more water in that creek, so eventually I can make a pond down there for the ducks I want to get in the future, but not going to happen. At least not the water coming down through the creek. And the property extends a long ways to the east. Jeff never had any chickens in there, but eventually I may put chickens over that way. I'll just have to see what happens. Because I'm hoping next year I can get a good start on breeding the chicks and start making some money from that, and then possibly expand in future years. Hello, Judy. I don't think I said hello to you. I know I said hello to Tony. Well, DJ, you and Devin have to make a trip down here to visit. I know Devin wants to. Um, I'm not sure about starting the motory lane. Because it would be hard for me to put my foot on it to try to stabilize it when I pull the starter rope. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I know you've been missing in action, Chef. Yeah, I think last night was the first time I've seen you anywhere in quite a while. Yep, Judy, they're making a lot of noise today. What it is, they're making a mess with their food. They've got food all over their cage. So I didn't give them any food in their feeder yet. I'm going to make them eat what they have spilt in there, or at least some of it, before I give them any fresh food. And they're upset over it. But they'll eat what's on the floor of their cage. Hello, J and B. Hello, Rick. Not a problem. Yeah, I'll still be on here for a little while, so people come and go during the whole live anyway, so that's fine. Just glad you're able to make part of it. Yeah, I gotta get my TV put up on the wall. I ordered a kit so I could mount it on the wall, but haven't got it up yet. And I don't want to just sit the TV in here on a stand or something, because I know from experience what happens. I had a TV a few years ago that the cats knocked over. First time, it was okay. Week later, they knocked it over again. That time, I had a 24-inch radio. That TV was given to me, and then I had to spend $75 to get a new TV. Hello, Kevin. Hello, Sue. Sorry I missed your live today, Sue. I saw the notification afterwards. I guess I wasn't paying attention, and when I got the notification, I didn't realize I even had a notification. Well, other than cats, chickens, and not getting anything done, I think I've covered all the news. I've got some security cameras that I'm going to have to get up here in the coming days or weeks. I want to put at least one in with the chickens, and one of them is a doorbell camera. So I'll get that set up to cover the area right here around the house, and get the other cameras set up around the property to try to get most of the property covered. So then I keep track of what's going on. If it's a person, a predator that I need to be aware of, whatever. I've had several people say that I really need to get security cameras. So I found a good deal on Amazon. So I went ahead and got them. What happened, Joanne? That's why sometimes it takes me so long when I'm in someone's chat, because I'm backspacing and trying to type it again, and then backspacing again. There's not really much around here to bush hog. There's just a little bit of lawn right around the big house that needs to be knocked down, but it wouldn't be worth them traveling an hour or better to come down for 15 minutes worth of work. if worst comes to worst, I'll just leave it until it dies down this winter, and then hopefully next spring I can start in on it. And I do have a weed whip that I just bought. Got it together the other day. I haven't tried using that yet, but some of it I should be able to get down with that. Yes, ride more with a key start. That definitely would be easier, Elaine. The dog's fencing goes through trees, so everything needs to be done by hand around that. Welcome back, Austin. Yeah, I'm going to try tomorrow, if it's not raining, to work on the dog's fencing, because I need to get the dogs here. I haven't had any problems so far, but I get worried that something's going to get in with the chickens. It's only a matter of time before the animals start realizing that the chicken's here again. I know Jeff trapped a lot of raccoons. I haven't seen any raccoons. Actually, the only wild animals that I have seen here is rabbits. Thank you, Austin. I appreciate that. You know, the funny thing is, comes up my phone blue, came up on my laptop red. Well, probably because it's YouTube on my phone and StreamYard on my laptop. But I appreciate that. Yeah, every little bit there helps out. Hello, Night's Cooking Show. I've been here just over a month, J&B. I moved here June 19th. So I'm on the second month with my Viasat internet, and that turned out to be quite a bit less than I thought it was going to be. My first bill was $149. So I thought, even though the internet's $99.99 a month and $15 for the equipment rental, that should come to $114.99 and a little tax on it. My first bill, and it did include an extra day on there to straighten out the billing cycle. But my first bill was almost $150. So I'm figuring, well, I guess with taxes, my bill is going to be like $140, $145 a month. The $117. And then I realized why the tax was so much on my first bill. It was a tax on the installation fee, which was $300. Apparently, the $300 was just for installation, and it didn't include taxes. And then they billed me for the taxes. So when I saw that the other day, that this month was only 117, I was actually happy to see that. That was about $25 less than I was expecting. Oh, I know what you mean there, Elaine. There's so much stuff I wish I could do. Because years ago, I worked a full-time job. At one point, I had 3 part-time jobs, and then still got the mowing and all the other projects done. But now I struggle to do just what has to be done every day. And thank you for the new membership, Nina's Cooking Show. I appreciate that. And for the live, I'll have to get your name added to the banner, and then I'll add your name in the description of the live, and then that will be in the description of every live and video. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll have to go check your channel out again, Nida. I know I've been there before, but it's been a while. In fact, I'm going to have to check, make sure I'm still subscribed. Because I haven't got a notification from you in a long, long time. Well, I appreciate it, Nida. Yep, I know what you mean, Joanne. I never thought I'd be all done work when I was 49 years old. Oh, I'm up to 44 likes. Nice. If for any of you that don't know, this is my regularly scheduled live. Then I also have another one, 10 o'clock Central Time on Wednesday evening. Yes, I know you're a good supporter of mine, Nida. Haven't seen you in a while, but I know you used to be in my lives. Yep, every Sunday. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of people have been sick lately. I hope you're doing better now, Nida. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Nida, but hope you're feeling better now. Okay, J&B. Yeah, thank you for posting times in my lives, Joe. I appreciate that. Hello, Maritza's Yarn and Crafts. Yeah, in case you're wondering, that was Batman that just flew through here. Once in a while, he'll sit up on the arm of the recliner, but he's not one for being held in my lap. Very friendly cat, just not cuddly. Well, does anyone have any questions? I'm about out of stuff to talk about, especially since I haven't been getting much done. Superman's over here sleeping now. Um, I'm not doing too bad, Nida. I can't get around good at all. I can't walk at all without my cane or rollator. But other than that, my health really isn't too bad. Okay, Elaine, have a good night. Oh, I understand that, Nida. I know it is pretty late for some people. My guinea eggs are still in the incubator. I've got to look up when they're supposed to hatch. I think it should be just over a week because I don't know if one of the cats stepped on the keypad and reset it. I don't think they did because you've got to hold the one button you have to hold down. No, there's two buttons that you have to hold down for several seconds to reset it. I think more than likely the power went out and then came back on before I even realized it was out, or possibly when I wasn't here because where it displays how many days they've been in the incubator, that went back to 1 day. Thank you, Nida. I appreciate that. Every little bit helps. Definitely. Yeah, I've had a couple super chats tonight, a new member. Yeah, every little bit helps. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the guineas. I've got 16 eggs in there, and I'm hoping at least 10 or 12 of them hatch. Yep, Emily's always doing 100 things at once. She's always here, but she's cooking dinner, taking the trash out, always doing something. Okay, have a good night, Nida. And again, thank you. I appreciate it. Yep, actually, I bought a dozen eggs. I got them on eBay, and it was listed as 12 plus 4. So what it is, I actually bought 12, and she puts 4 extra in case any got broke during shipping. But they all came in excellent shape. They had 2 or 3 layers of bubble wrap around each individual egg, and then they were put in a box that was right full of the styrofoam packing material. In fact, I had to dig for the eggs in there. Sorry was able to put all 16 in the incubator, and I'm just hoping for the best. Yep, that's right, Emily. I have a good crew of chickens. How much chicken feed do your chickens eat? Too much. There's a fly walk across the camera lens. I go through. Actually, you can check my receipts and be more accurate on it. I just go by when the barrels are getting empty. But I go through 50 pounds of layer food and 50 pounds of chick starter about, I would say, every couple weeks, maybe a little less than 2 weeks. Hello, Reverend Green. Yeah, right now, it's costing me a lot of money to get these chickens raised up. But I'm hoping once I start hatching eggs, I'll be able to sell the chicks for a decent price and be able to start making some money. And actually, I'll be happy once I get to the point I can even break even on them. Thank you for putting Nida's link up there, Joe. Oh, I was going to mention this a few times during the live, and I've been forgetting to. Hello, Ben's Over Acres. Okay, have a good night, Joanne. If there's anyone around this area that wants to come to my birthday party, that'll be next Sunday at 4 o'clock at the Rock Cafe in Waldron. Right now, I've only got one person that said for sure they're coming. And then I've got a few maybes. So if anyone's interested, just let me know. You can go to the community post I have, put a comment on there, send me an email, send me a text message, whatever. And I just want to have some idea so I can let them know at the restaurant. Oh, yeah, it'd be too far for you, Emily, that's for sure. No, I don't put blankets over him, Emily. When the chicks are young, I put them in a plastic tote with, I've got 2 shelves out of an old Pepsi cooler that I put on top so they got ventilation. But I have them in the plastic tote to help hold heat in there. And they'll have the heat plate in there. And they do very well with that. And then when they get a little older, then I put them in either a bird cage that I have, the big bird cage, or a dog crate. So they got more ventilation, more room and stuff. And then eventually they go outside. And once they get to the point they go outside, they can withstand the temperature. Well, if it gets too hot, I gotta do stuff to cool them off. But other than that, they can just tolerate the temperatures. But this winter, if it gets real cold, like we had a few nights last winter that got a little bit too cold for them. And EJ got frostbite on his comb. So I have to address that issue this year if we get real cold. I'm actually surprised he got the frostbite because we only went just slightly below zero one night. I think it was 1 or 2 degrees below zero. And it gets colder on this side of the mountains than where I was last winter. So I have to make sure anyone with big combs don't get frostbite this winter. Hello, Henry Leslie, Vermont. Thank you, Ben's Over Acres. Yeah, my birthday party's next Sunday, and my birthday is actually on the 31st. Well, that's going to be quite a trip for you, Emily. I don't know why those 2 packages didn't get delivered to me when they should have. They got delivered the following Monday. The first one, I was thinking maybe she had it in the back seat and just forgot to put it in the box. But then the other one, she scanned it that it was being held at the post office before she even left the post office that morning. But then yesterday, no problem. Well, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think she meant problem with her mail, Emily. I think autocorrect got her. Okay, you have a good night, Tony. You know, autocorrect's got me a few times. I hate it when you type in just what you want, and as soon as you hit send, autocorrect decides, oh, let's change that. Hello, Ark Wild Man. Thank you, Des. And thanks for being here through almost the entire live. I have to ask you, Dev, did you fall asleep during my live? I didn't fall asleep during your live on Friday night, but I have before. Well, that's good, Dev. Yeah, my coffee's gone, Emily. I need another cup of coffee. Yeah, just for my live, I took a nap. I just cannot do it anymore. You have a good night, Dev. And thank you for that reminder, Brett. And Rubber Dream, thank you for posting those links. No, I didn't take a nap during my live, Emily. I took a nap before my live. But I fell asleep during other people's lives before. Like I was just telling Dev, I fell asleep during her live one night. I'm glad you got the mowing finished, J&B. I don't snore like I used to, Ark Wild Man. When I was 410 pounds, I really snored then. Yeah, that's one thing about being in the Central Time Zone now, Emily, is everyone's live is an hour earlier. Like my Wednesday night live is 10 o'clock for me now. When I started doing that, it was 11 o'clock. I was living in the Eastern Time Zone then. Yep. Not quite that late here, Emily. 7:21 here. Well, I'm glad you get your strength built up, J&B. Yeah, speaking of sleep, Brett, how does it feel not to have someone pounding on your door at 7 o'clock in the morning now? I have just slightly over 2,000, Emily. Yes, I'm loving it, Ark Wild Man. There's a lot more room in here. The cats are loving it. The chickens have more room now, so they're loving that. Yep, right where I was there, I was a lot closer to the animals than you are, so I was more likely to be alerted to something going on. That's the only thing I don't like about the setup here is I'm so far from the chickens. I can't hear if there's anything going on up there. But so far, I haven't had a problem. I just got to work on getting that fence finished up so I can get the dogs here and then let the dogs take care of any problems. Are you talking about my birthday party, Emily? I'm not 100% sure what will happen there. I might do a short live from the restaurant. I'm not sure. And then about my regular live at 5:30, well 6:30 your time. I'm not sure if I'll be doing that or not. And my actual birthday, that's my regular Wednesday night live. So I won't have to have a special live this year on my birthday because it's my regular live day. And it sounds like my voice is starting to give out. Well, that's good, Brett. Not good that she's getting in with them, but good that she's not hurting them. Well, all the times that Ginger got in with the chickens, she never hurt them. She just chased them, and that was my big concern because she was chasing them, and then they would fly out. The dogs are at Tiny Farm Nuggets, Emily, where I was staying before I moved here. Actually, I'm gonna put at least one of my security cameras out there, Mike, and that will let me know when there's movement out there. I'll get an alert on my phone, so I'll be able to monitor what's going on out there. Actually, a baby monitor might not be a bad idea if it reaches that far. That's quite a ways. Because then I could just hear everything. Yep, Superman does look peaceful. And he was spending most of his time laying on the floor over by the incubator, and he would lay on the power adapter. Because the 120 goes into the adapter. Well, I think it's a transformer, actually, what it's called. And then it comes out at 12 volt. Because that's made to actually hook up to a battery. And they actually sent the cables with it. So if the power goes out, I can hook that up to a battery. But he was laying over there a lot because it's warm. And I'm assuming that made him feel better when he was so sick. But now he's starting to feel better. He likes laying up here with me. Yeah, I don't think Ginger and Grady are going to want to get zapped. So I think it's going to hold them. Yeah, I can hear my voice giving out. And I'm starting to feel it in my throat too. Yeah, my father would never admit to snoring. I remember one day in particular, my mom was trying to wake him up to let him know supper was ready. He's sitting there in the recliner snoring away. She can't wake him up. And my brother that lived a couple hours away was there that weekend. Well, anyway, she ends up having to yell at him. She gets right up by him and yells, "Leon, wake up!" And it wakes him up. You don't need to yell at me. I wasn't sleeping. And she said, "Yes, you were. I just called you a half dozen times." "Well, I didn't hear you." And my brother spoke up. "Yeah, how could you hear over your snoring?" Yep, that's right, Art Man. Second puberty. You just tell them that you're supposed to be here, Brett. And I don't think it'll be a problem. You guys tell them that this is their home. And then since they know me and like me, it should be good. And when I stop over there, hopefully tomorrow, I gotta grab my fence energizer too. I can't get that fence hooked up without that. I meant to grab that the last time I was there and forgot to. Sure, you got some extra tomatoes? I'll feed them to the chickens, no problem. Have a good night, Nikkei. Thanks for being here. Harvey is in Arkansas, Emily. Right across the mountains from where I am. And actually, if I went up the road here just a few miles, it's not far at all. I think it's 4 or 5 miles, maybe not even quite that far. The road cuts right over the mountains, which I'm not going to do again. I did that once. Scared the heck out of me. Go right over the mountains, comes right out in Harvey. Yeah, these mountain roads around here aren't something you want to be traveling. They're about a lane and a half wide, and right from the edge of the road, it's right straight down hundreds of feet. When I made that trip over the mountains, I hung to the left side of the road. There was about a 2 foot deep ditch on the left side. I didn't care if I went in that ditch. I wanted to keep as far away from that drop off as I could. And I don't know what I would have done if there happened to be a vehicle coming from the other way. There's no place to go. Someone would have to back up a long ways. I don't mind backing up, but not when there's a drop off like that right next to me. Well, if you broke your lawnmower blade, you don't have to mow then, Wild Man. Well, I think it's about time to call it a night. My throat's starting to get sore now. So, probably going to end up losing my voice if I keep going. Well, thanks for being here, everyone. I appreciate it. And I'll be able to see you very soon, Brett, because a few things I've got to get. Well, those cards I really need to get right away. And the crock pot I want to get. Because I need to cook some stuff in the crock pot. another live Wednesday evening at 10 o'clock Central. Well, thanks for coming, everyone. Have a good night.